which is better, ready-made apartments or off-plan property? So when you're buying off-plan, essentially what you're doing, you're buying into the concept of something's going to be eventually built, and you're buying at the stage where it hasn't yet even come out of the ground in most cases, and by the time it's built, you'll get the property at that point, and normally you'll get a better price because you're buying it cheaper because it hasn't yet been built. And when you're buying something that's ready-made, it's already completed, it's finished, it'll probably be on market at the market price, and often that is a premium because you're buying a brand new property, everything's brand new, all the appliances, everything, carpets, it's newly decorated. The brand new property will often fetch a premium price as well, and you'll be paying a market rate for that. Whereas the off-plan, you'll get a much better deal. So that's really the biggest advantage between the two. And also there's the time difference as well. With the ready-made one, you can take that straight away. With an off-plan one, you're gonna have to wait. Sometimes it might be 6 months, a year, 2 years even, before that property will be available. So back in kind of 2006, when I first started in property and I started exploring property, one of the strategies that was used was people to buy property off-plan. And because the market was so strong, the prices were rising so quickly, what would happen is that they would commit to buying that property off plan. They don't pay the whole price, they pay a small deposit. And then by the time the property is actually built, a year and a half or 2 years later, the prices had risen and the market had risen. So not only had they got the discount for buying it off plan, they were getting the additional bonus of the increase in value. So they'd be making money as soon as that property was completed, or in some cases, even selling it before completion, meaning that they'd never have to buy in the first place. They only put the initial deposit down. So that was a great strategy at that time when you know the market's rising constantly. However, what actually happened is the market crashed in late 2007, early 2008, and the market collapsed, and apartments took a really big hit because they were often at the top end of the market in terms of pricing, so they took the biggest hit. Fewer people were interested in buying that type of property. So what most people are relying on is speculation that the market is going to continue to rise. And effectively, that's quite a high risk strategy to buy in that way. So before you make a decision whether you want to buy something ready built or you're going to buy something off plan, really need to think about what's your objective. What is it ultimately you're trying to achieve? If you're looking to buy a property that you can move into straight away, then an off plan is probably not going to work for you. You're going to want something ready that you can move straight into. If you're looking for an investment property you can rent out straight away and generate an income from, then a ready-made property is going to suit you for sure, more so than one that you're going to have to wait for. But you'll probably get a better deal on something that's off plan. But right now, when there's uncertainty in the market, prices are maybe even falling, personally, I would not be touching off plan right now. I think it's a high risk strategy. What we do tend to see is a lot of new build property that's completed gets sold to investors, and a lot of investors are overseas. You'll have companies that sell property to overseas investors. So when you see a tower block going up of 100 apartments, a lot of those may already have been sold to overseas investors. But personally speaking, when it comes to buying new property, I'm not such a big fan of buying apartments that are new build. I think personally they're overpriced often, that you're paying a premium for that particular property, and it appeals to those that maybe just want something that looks fantastic and looks great, as opposed to, is it really going to perform well from a financial point of view, which is really what the whole objective should be. Hey, if you're enjoying these Saj daily videos, then what I'd like you to do is click on my face over here to subscribe to the channel, and also click on the bell in order to get the notifications when these videos are being released. Then what to do next is click on this video here, and I'll see you over here on this video next.